Ancient mythology is essential to studying astrology, and among the many things they have in common, one thing is for sure, they're both timeless. Truth is, every symbol has a story behind it, and the same goes for all 12 zodiac signs. Here is the god or goddess associated with yours. Aries, Ares, god of war. In Greek mythology, Ares is the son of Zeus and Hera. He is the god of war, representing the violent and physical aspects of battle. Some say Ares was Aphrodite's lover and was held in contempt by her husband, Hephaestus, after their affair was discovered among the Olympians. This may ring a bell, since Ares is untamed, highly passionate, and notorious for being oversexed and physically aggressive. Taurus, Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty. The goddess of sexual love and beauty, Aphrodite, was born from the white foam produced by the severed genitals of Uranus, after his son Cronus threw them into the sea. This may sound gnarly, but it's still said that her beauty was what sparked rivalry among the gods. If this sounds familiar, it's probably because Taurus is ruled by Venus, planet of love, beauty, and pleasure. It's no coincidence those born under this sign are blessed with gorgeous looks and love indulging in the pleasures of life. Gemini, Athena, goddess of wisdom and military victory. Athena is a multifaceted goddess, representing wisdom, courage, inspiration, mathematics, strength, strategy, and more. Some say she came out of Zeus' forehead after he experienced an enormous headache, which explains why Gemini is such a mentally charged zodiac sign. Just like Gemini, this goddess is also an intellectual chameleon. Those who are born under this sign tend to be relentless thinkers who also happen to be incredibly savvy. Cancer, Artemis, goddess of the moon and wilderness. Daughter of Zeus, Artemis is the goddess of the moon, hunting, and virginity. She is the protector of young children and a healer to women, and is depicted as a huntress carrying a bow and arrow. It doesn't get more Cancer-like than the goddess Artemis. Ruled by the compassionate moon, Cancer is the nurturer of the zodiac. Some born under this zodiac sign are blessed with healing abilities they inherited from their ancestors. Leo, Apollo, god of the sun and the light. Apollo is the god of the sun, light, music, poetry, and knowledge. Mythology says Apollo was known for entertaining Olympus with tunes played on his golden lyre. Leo is the entertainer of the zodiac, just like Apollo. Ruled by the sun, those born under this sign are warm, loving, and charismatic. Coincidence? I think not. Virgo, Demeter, goddess of grain and agriculture. Demeter is the goddess of the harvest and fertility of the earth. Ancient lore says she revealed the art of growing and using corn to all of humankind. She was depicted wearing a wreath made of ears of corn in ancient art, all of which is very much Virgoan. The goddess Demeter is a pure representation of Virgo's fertility and harvest. Virgo is also the zodiac sign of health and sustenance. Libra, Hera, goddess of women and marriage, queen of the Olympian gods. Hera is known as the goddess of marriage and birth. Some say she was a jealous wife, as she constantly fought with Zeus over his affairs. Just like Libra, the goddess Hera is a representation of justice and relationships. Those born under this sign tend to be attractive, as they are also ruled by Venus, planet of love and beauty. Libra is also the zodiac sign that rules over marriage and partnership. Scorpio, Kali, goddess of death and sexuality. Kali is one of the most complex goddesses in the Hindu religion. She is known as the goddess of death and sexuality, as she brings transformation to one's ego, which pairs well with Scorpio, the zodiac sign of creation and destruction. Scorpios are adept at letting go and letting in. The goddess Kali is the epitome of all things Scorpio. This water sign is also a representation of death, transformation, and sex. Sagittarius, Zeus, god of the sky and thunder. Zeus is the god of the sky and thunder, also referred to as the king of the gods. Some say he exposed liars, as he was the keeper of oaths. You can't get much more Sagittarius than that, considering it's ruled by Jupiter, planet of truth and abundance. Zeus' arrow is equivalent to Sagittarius archer. Jupiter is also the planet of expansion. Whatever Jupiter touches inevitably becomes bigger. It only makes sense the Sagittarius god would be the most imposing one of all. Capricorn, Persephone, goddess of harvest and queen of the underworld. The goddess Persephone was Demeter's daughter and queen of the underworld. She is often depicted as a young goddess holding sheaves of grain and a flaming torch. There is so much inner conflict that is inherent to the experience of being a Capricorn. It only makes sense that Persephone would also be a representation of both the light and dark, warring against each other. Hades fell in love with her and took her to the underworld, which also represents the darkness that comes with the winter. Aquarius, Prometheus, god of forethought and humankind. Prometheus is the Titan god of forethought and crafty counsel who was given the task of molding humankind out of clay. Just like Aquarius, the god Prometheus was somewhat of a rebel and a visionary. His abilities and chaos are also similar to Aquarius' ruling planet, Uranus. Aquarius is a revolutionary and a zodiac sign that's centered on progressive and futuristic thinking as well. Pisces, Ishtar, goddess of fertility and universal love. Ishtar is sometimes referred to as the goddess of fertility. She eventually evolved into a more complex character, and is often referred to as a goddess of contradictory connotations and forces. It doesn't get more Pisces than this multifaceted goddess. Ishtar's energy is mutable and contradictory. Just like Pisces, she is complex, universal, and highly esoteric. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to stay zodiac savvy.